got me.
running a little bit of a skeleton crew today to be on brand.
Aye, Captain.
But that's all right.
Heading
Rattle,
into chop.
rattle me bones.
If I remember correctly, we are actually like heading into like some content in
I should
like
actually
the next part of the game.
OBS. That's what I want to share. And yeah. Oh, I found a white whale.
Ta-da.
Oh,
I don't know when that happened. That's actually
disappear.
that's one of like the weird kind of like Dark Souls-ish multiplayer things that this game has. You'll find like events in the game world that you can then share with your friends, and so like everybody gets it on the same map in the same place.
Yeah.
It's weird. So a couple streams ago, we posed a question. We discovered that we could swim up to we could swim pretty much anywhere we wanted to. We tried it by swimming up to one of the legendary ships, which murdered us as soon as we came in contact with it. After doing that, I decided that I was going to make it my mission to perform science and try to figure out because you can't board the legendary ships at all. But you can board regular ships. So I thought, well, what happens if you swim up to a regular ship? And it's not easy to catch them, but it's not impossible.
Oh.
So the first thing to note is that music is a little loud. Hold on.
My first thing to note is all the people.
Okay, so the first thing to note is that when you grab a ship as it's passing by, it immediately stops. It is now stopped here, so you don't go sailing away with it. I don't know what happens if I were to let go, if it would just sail off. But the other thing to note is that combat has not initiated, which is what I thought would happen. I thought it would just immediately go into like the boarding minigame, but
There's so many people.
no, that didn't happen. Instead, the ship is populated by a whole bunch of dudes, and it actually works like normal. You can climb around the ship. People will spot you if you are in their vision. They will attack you if you are spotted. But it's again like combat just plays out like normal. There's nothing abnormal about this. It's just basically this is the normal game.
Okay, so if you kill everyone, though, do you just...
That's where I'm getting to, because it gets even more interesting.
Okay. Oh, boy, Captain didn't
So
have a good time.
this is a man of war, so there's a lot of people to kill. So
Man, army.
normally when you attack a ship, you have to wear the ship's health down, and then you board the ship, and you get a couple different objectives to complete. Usually, like you have to kill a certain number of people, cut down the flag, or kill the scouts, kill the captain, things like that. So. And the other thing to note is that because you have to kill a certain number of people, the guards will constantly respawn. They'll just come up from below decks, and there will always be people for you to kill when you're boarding the ship.
That was cool, Zara, by the way.
Very SpongeBob.
When you board a ship in the unconventional way, like this, you can kill everyone on board. The guards do not respawn. The ship is empty now. There's not really anything else we can do from here, but that's okay, because we can swim back to our ship. This ship will also just stay there. It also seems to have taken some damage somehow.
Yeah, I saw a few cracks there on the side.
You think that's related to like the game says there are this many men on the ship left, so it is in this damaged state?
It very well could be, because, I mean, you'll see. Again, we're not done with this thing yet.
This is so cool.
So, yeah, so this ship is just basically sitting here. There are no enemies on board, nothing will happen, it'll just sit here. It still shows up as red on our minimap for some reason. But if we shoot it, it immediately wrecks the ship.
What?
And now we can board it.
What? And you just get to have a man of war without even doing any
Just
of the
wait,
other
we're still not done. So we board the ship. There are no people on board. There's no one to kill. Our only objective is to destroy the flag because we've already killed all the crew.
stuff. Whoa.
Because normally with a man of war, you've got 3 objectives to complete. You got to kill 20 men, usually like kill the captain or kill 2 scouts or something like that, and something else. But in this case, no, we've only got one thing to do.
Oh.
And there's no way to destroy the flag without starting this.
No, unfortunately. I don't think so. But yeah, there's nobody on board. The guards do not respawn. There's nobody here.
So you're not gonna lose any men or anything
Nope.
during this either. That's
And
one
there's
easy trick to get a free fucking vote.
there's one more thing too. Once you get up here and you finally complete the objective here, normally when you do this, it'll, you know, everything will stop and then it'll go to a little cutscene where you choose what to do with the ship. When you do it this way, it skips the cutscene.
Okay.
It just takes you right to the menu where you choose what to do with the ship.
Because the cutscene usually involves the other people on the ship.
Yeah, and there's nobody there. And then you choose what to do with the ship, and it also skips that cutscene. And then the ship is gone.
Huh. Were the rewards like? I can't recall like what it normally gives you.
The rewards were about the same as like normal.
It's a Man of War, so it gives you a whole bunch of stuff, but that's huh.
It's pretty weird.
That's like if you can catch ships like reliably, that's so much easier, I feel, than actually fighting the Man of Wars.
I mean, it can be, but it is hard to actually catch them on by swimming in that case.
Right.
Because you basically have to position yourself in front of them because they move faster than you swim.
Right.
So you have to position yourself in front, get off your ship in time in order to grab onto that one, and then as soon as you grab it, then it just stops and you're free to do what you will. But
That's cool.
it's far more interesting than I thought it was going to be. When I first did that, I thought for sure it was just gonna, you know, something would bug out or it would just kill me or it would just go into boarding combat and things would get weird. But no, it just works in some strange way.
That's
good. I wonder how, like, if this would let you kind of sequence break, like how if you could, you know, get onto the level 60 Man Wars or whatever the high tier ones are,
Potentially.
and just solo them
Yeah.
rather than getting your ship shot.
Yeah, because once you kill all the crew on board and you shoot it, you just automatically win combat. You don't have to fight them at all.
Like that makes Kinway's fleet. If you just spend the time doing this, it would make it so much easier because you just start off with Man of Wars versus like schooners and
Yep.
gunboats.
Is that?
That's
vain.
That is nuts.
It's crazy. It's again, it worked out in a way that was much different than I ever expected.
It's so cool.
But anyway, we're going to meet up with Vane again now that Blackbeard has been dealt with.
Retired, in a manner of speaking.
Vainglorious bastards. It's a really good mission name.
What you doing, Ed?
So Thatcher's been shot.
I think
Touching the fire just to feel.
I think his hands are clipping through the gloves a little bit.
A little. Or maybe they're just supposed to be like ripped off gloves. Probably not, but
Hold on. There's really inconsistent audio going on here. There we go.
My own idiot father likes
I
to
can hear him
brag
again.
about how he meant to purchase a ship of his own. I'll get a privateering contract, Charlie. Your old dad'll be a captain.
yeah.
Drowned in a whiskey bottle before he ever left shore.
Oh.
Right, Kenway. I've been musing on this plan of yours. This observatory you're always going on about. How do we know it exists?
We find a slave ship called the Princess. Aboard should be a man called Roberts. He can lead us to it.
All them slavers work for the Royal African Company. Find one of their ships and start asking some questions.
Alright. It's been a bit, so I'm trying to remember where we are on the plot. I think we've killed, like, a substantial number of the Templars that were introduced at the beginning of the game.
What's our course, Captain?
We're
We
looking
have,
for
yeah.
slave ships.
Yeah.
Any that work for the
Oh,
Royal
really?
African Company.
You don't mean to traffic human cargo now, do you?
Killed
No,
Prince,
Jesus,
the
Andy.
older
You know me better than that.
Hispanic
We're only
man,
after information.
and the dude
Looking to
who
find where the
had-
Princess goes in her spare time.
The princess. A slave ship.
Right. Blackbeard told me there's a good chance we'd find the Sage aboard her.
Right.
There we go.
God,
It's dealt with.
that thing, death.
Yeah, the mortars
Mortar.
have been upgraded. This isn't quite the top level, but
I
it's
think we're clear, sir.
one
Captain.
one
Vane's
level
just
below
something merchant
fully
schooner.
upgraded.
Can't that animal stay the course we agreed to?
Never mind the fact that I just sank another ship.
Nah, it's fine. I want to see. You think they like knew about that like ship thing, which is why the legendary ships shoot you?
Not far now, Captain.
like a frigate!
'Cause
They
that would
might
make
have.
their big- that would make their like big dangerous ships like absolutely super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
just
I
having
bet
them. It's not the most elegant solution, but
Yeah, not overly.
because I have been hearing a lot of stories about like people who test video games or like who do like QA and stuff, and they have to deal with so much like obtuse weird stuff.
Fresh meat for our shop when a spear cuts away!
We're a little busy for hunting killer whales right now.
just have to admire them from afar.
Yeah.
To chow down on that delicious blubber.
But no, I would be curious to know if like playtesters actually
Larboard,
did
Captain.
that.
Some fresh meat there if you can strike it,
There
sir!
has to be somebody on the team is like, yeah, you're on swimming bugs, and you just spent all day like just swimming up to ships to see if you can board them.
Mainmast, bring in the top. She's spooked, Captain. The slaver ship is running.
Damn fool! I'll get us in close. Fire!
Boom.
Loose tops and royals.
Fire! Fire!
That hurt.
Fire!
Damn that
Look at all
Captain
that
Vane.
health.
He's unloading everything he has.
He'll sink it if he's not careful.
We'll get closer.
Jeez.
I mean, a bit of a disconnect on the game mechanics here.
A little bit.
It's like, how? Oh no, Vane's shooting it. The madman, as we
We're just
drop mortars onto their decks.
bombing it.
Fire! Fire!
Yeah, the mortars are just all around great. Like I can one-shot like low-level brigs and the schooners easily with them.
Super powerful.
Vane's dead in the water.
I'm taking us close.
Oh no. We gotta rescue Vane.
Fossils and gallons.
This is how you rescue at sea.
Lay aboard, boys! Fast as you are!
All over.
All clear, pull away!
Successful.
That's the wind.
Chase those bastards down, Kenway. I'll murder the men who stole my ship.
Keep calm, mate. Remember what we're after.
If we time it right, we can use our fort to our advantage.
We don't need to, Adewale. It's fine.
Right! Task at hand, sir! Awaiting your mark! That's where the mark gets away! Heads to the prize!
God, the
Yeah.
new ship is
It's all
fine.
over. Find the captain.
Yeah, it's got a ram.
Upgrade.
That's what it's for.
Guns and steel aren't louder than sticks and spittle, Vane.
I've more than enough of all that.
Just find the captain.
Come on. Anybody else? I can get you guys.
Any who's not put here, die!
Alright. Now, we'll do it the proper way this time.
Not one of the swamps that's put us on
Did you guys hear about Edward Kenway? Yeah, he just keeps swimming up to ships and take 'em.
You'd think we would learn by now, but
Just shoot him while it's in the water.
Listen, you know, you got your guns built for shooting ship-sized targets.
oh,
Just a man.
weird.
it's-
They don't have the guys up here. Usually there's a couple guys up there to kill. So I wait until I have to kill 2 more, and then I go up there and kill the 2. And then we're good.
Hello.
Yo,
Hello.
Hey, Spider.
hi. Did the science experiment happen already?
It did.
Dude.
How'd it go?
Turns out that doing a sneaking mission on an enemy ship is pretty good way of taking them.
Good.
Zera's idea of like a Metal Gear Solid game with Assassin's Creed is much
That
more
flag was
viable.
totally different before we cut it down.
It was, for some reason.
This captain claims the princess sails out of Kingston every few months.
All right. We'll set a course.
You made ash of my sails and rigging, jackanapes. You owe me a share. Oh, damn it, Vane!
Oh, you a share.
Charles, what a surly devil you are!
Don't fuck with me, Jack.
Oh, but it's my mandate to fuck with you, Charles.
Also,
Oh, is this
he's here.
fucking Jack Sparrow?
See, the boys and I had a bit of counsel while you were wasting time with this lot.
Oh, I thought he was just flirting with them. He's
They
betraying
figured
them.
I'd be a fitter captain than you. reckless-
Sounds like Jack Sparrow to me.
Cut you another cunt, Tracer!
Ooh. This one I figure I might sell for a tenner down in Kingston, but with you two grog blossoms, I can't take any chances.
You regret this day, Rackham.
I regret
Wow,
this
yeah.
them already.
He's
Try 'em up.
paying a Jack vibes off this man.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
Yep.
I know Zera said he was horrible, but
He's-
jeez.
yeah.
I'll gut you, Jack Rackham! I'll open you up, I'll tear out your organs, and string your bloody loot with them!
Stop your goddamn howling, Vane! There's no bloody use!
Well, well, the fearsome Edward Kenway speaks, eh? Pray tell us, Captain, how to quit this predicament. And tell us what genius you have for sailing a boat with no sails and no rudder.
Shut your gob!
I respect your god there, bud.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we did use the fort defenses.
Yeah, I guess they sunk somebody while everything was going on.
They saw
1
you going
star.
around the sheep, and they were just
Betrayed by
like,
Jack
"Ah."
Rackham. 1 star.
1 star. Yep.
We keep reading our playtest data, and nobody seems to like Jack Rackham. I don't know why. That was a pretty good memory.
And so we begin a new life.
Is this Bob and Nagi?
It's Castaway.
Oh God.
Yeah, get that crab.
Crunch.
Keep still now. I'll take these oysters you've ordered.
It's a steak,
You
dude.
mad sap.
It's sharp.
This island's crawling with food if only you'd care to look for it.
Yeah, I am looking, Louse. Found some just here. Don't come following now. Do you hear me? Don't come looking for me.
You know, as bad as Jack is, can't blame him too bad for betraying that guy.
He looks like a gremlin.
Oh,
he
jeez.
he basically turns into a gremlin in this mission.
Are we really doing this again?
Yeah. I'm stranded on an island. Give me all your food.
That's a
Wait,
pretty good vein, actually.
I'm generally unpleasant.
I mean, yeah, that's basically his whole character. And I don't remember much about Charles Vane in real life, but from what I remember, he was also kind of a giant asshole in real life too.
I'm on Reddit AMA. I would love actually for like all the characters from this game to have like Twitter. It would be so interesting. I would just like follow Kid and watch as she dunks on people.
I just imagine Vane having Twitter and just like he would just post like his opinion on something and someone would tell him he's wrong and he would just completely fly off the handle. All caps.
What do you mean? What would he be most mad about? Like,
Oh man, looking at this engraving, they really did not give him a big enough mustache. He should be just full
Anything
on
else on this
Wilfred
beach?
Brimley.
Nothing else on this beach. All right,
Please.
we gotta go get our oysters back.
get your oysters here. Get your oysters.
Okay. Apparently, in real life, Calico Jack and Vane did butt heads. Apparently, he retreated from a fight that they definitely would have lost, but it was seen as an act of cowardice, and he was voted out of command in favor of Calico Jack.
Huh.
Oh,
Interesting.
and then they were exiled with, or he was exiled with some of his crew.
Yep. With us being some of his crew in this case.
You even sing like a gremlin. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, he did get shipwrecked on an uninhabited island at one point.
Yeah.
Some English ships came to collect water. He tried to join the crew under a false name. He was recognized by an old acquaintance and arrested. Man, Port Royal had a whole point called Gallows Point.
This panther is is bugging out more than a little bit.
I forgot you had hidden blades, and I thought you just palm striked it to death for a second there.
It's all on the wrist.
Which, I mean, I guess Connor did that last game.
Yeah. I need to get that animus fragment.
However many games ago that was.
It was a while.
One game,
I
I guess.
I like that this game has two like stranded sections. Like
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, it's
This
just you're here
this
again.
game's pacing is really weird.
well,
Go
I
dance
like it
with
because
the
it's
fishermen and their
it feels
goddess
like
Janeway. This
Edward's life
island's
is
mine.
constantly
Come at
just
me, and I'll tap
something
you,
stupid
bastard.
is
It
happening.
was your bloody imagination that
Just
landed us here,
this,
Kenway.
just this.
I'll be damned if I let that mind make one more decision for me.
Will you not talk to me, Vane? Are you fixed on this madness?
Madness? Nothing mad about a man fighting to survive, is there?
I mean you no harm, you corker. Now let's work this out like gentlemen.
Oh, God, I've got a bleeding headache on account of your jabbering. Now stay back and let me live in peace.
I would if you stop filching the food I gather and the water I find.
I'll stop nothing till you paid me back in blood. You was the reason we were out looking for slavers, and you was the reason Jack Rackham took my crew.
I don't think that's entirely true.
My
there,
favorite part about that conversation is that Vane threatens to cap us. I don't know if that was slang at this point in time.
Edward back off or blatcher. I want hip hop.
All right. The voice actor for Captain Vane here is Ralph Ineson, whose most Zero-relevant role is he was Colonel Ansiv Garmuth in Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Huh.
I don't remember that.
That is strange.
One more for the
I guess,
collection.
was he the guy right at the beginning? Like the First
I
Order
couldn't tell
officer? Because that would make sense. That kind of looks like him. That man looks like he would have that kind of voice.
He's Amicus Caro in the last 3 Harry Potter films, which is also a character I can't place.
A crack. I would also like to point out that Edward has no boots or gloves or anything. So he's literally just climbing around these ruins like a monkey.
Yeah. Listen, toes are very good for climbing. I can speak firsthand.
Face me, man!
There he goes. I don't know how he got down there so fast.
You know, he just got that Dorn assassin gene, and he just leap of faith down.
I guess.
Just didn't see him.
Gotta get that chest. It's up there. Gotta puzzle my way around these ruins.
It's interesting, like how, like Assassin's Creed or Uncharted or Tomb Raider platforming differs from, say, you know, your Mario, your Super Meat Boy platforming. It's all about looking at the environment and finding the path. Actually, taking the path doesn't really require much in the way of mechanics.
Yeah, that's very true. Which I don't mind, especially in Uncharted. Because a lot of the times Uncharted will make it part of the like overall puzzle.
Yeah. I think it also benefits a lot from like verticality and like moving up and down as well as
Get outta
forward and
here.
back and stuff.
Oh, you can't. Alright.
I think you might be able to hidden blade them if you like actually catch them, but I probably have to put it to sleep or shoot it.
Yeah, well, still, choke slam on a
I
crocodile.
said
Not bad.
not to
Yeah.
follow.
Jesus, you've lost your head, man!
It's a fair exchange for finding these flintlocks and grenados.
Listen, Vane, we can hunt with those guns.
And I mean to.
Dang. Come on, man.
Well,
I think a little bit.
So, important question. Was the science experiment today seeing if you could swim to another island, or have you already tested that?
We swam to another like ship and
Okay.
captured it with stealth.
Well, that's the next experiment then.
Blow off some lame.
That man swam all the way across the damn ocean.
Yep. Edward Kenway.
Just every. God. Kane, you dick.
Vane.
And I'll be damned if I let you drag me into another.
You keep this up, and I'll have to kill you, Vane.
Bloody try, by all means.
I'm really good at killing people, Vane.
Oh, there's
Like-
another panther.
I
Can
would
we
say
take a
ass.
nap? Can we take a nap for a minute and decide what we're doing?
No. He's got guns, and he's gonna use them.
Why is everybody so uncooperative?
I see you coming, Kerr. I see you plain and clear.
How? That was around a corner.
That makes Vane such a good
I mean,
pirate.
he learned the leap of faith. Now he's got the eagle vision.
I guess. Now he becomes an assassin. Go figure. Oh, there's a panther down there that's very upset with me. I can't. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks.
Oh, you gotta skin it for your memories.
Yeah. Wanted to get the chest first. Oh, that was an optional objective. Skin 3 animals. They just all happen to be the same animal.
It was probably gonna happen. Watch out for the explosive.
Yeah, I thought there was an animus fragment up there, but I guess not. Must be down here. Yeah, along with the treasure map. I'll take some time out to just collect this treasure map.
Good day's hunting.
Ed. Don't talk to yourself. A man's trying to kill you right now.
It's all good.
I would disagree with you.
Nope.
Edward Kenway mastered the multitask. Avoid death, collect treasure, all in a day's work. And by work, I mean piracy.
Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. Run away from the crocodile. Alright, we're good. How much more do I have? 2 more chests. Okay, so there's a few things left to do. I know where the last viewpoint is.
It's either you or me who's leaving this island alive, Welcher.
Why is it that way?
Sail again in a world cursed by your ugly boat.
That gun looks like it has absolutely no weight at all.
He's just really strong.
Bloody rags will be all that's left of you, Kenway.
So yeah, this section, you pretty much just have to time running between cover for when he shoots. But you can't stay in one spot, or else he'll throw grenades at you. And of course, he's going to blow up that platform.
You can't hide, Kenway.
I don't know, I think I'm doing a pretty alright job hiding.
Not dead
Huh?
yet. Here.
You know, as far as, like,
No escaping me.
quote unquote, boss fights go, and this one's got more stuff than a lot of them.
Yeah,
I think it's good for Assassin's Creed boss fights to have, like, puzzle elements, because otherwise it's just combat, and we're really good at the combat.
I mean, yeah, the combat is the easiest thing in the game. I also just love the fact that I can just take time out to collect treasure and stuff while all this is happening.
Edward Kenway does not respect his opponents.
Ah, another Mayan
Why would he?
keystone.
Edward. Like, this must feel really bad for Vane. He's like, I'll kill you, Edward! Oh, wow. Hey, look, some treasure boxes.
Yes, I can. I just want that. Okay, bye.
Oh,
Yeah, he only needs to get like one shot on you, and it hurts.
yeah, just right out of the air.
I bet he activated bullet time for that one.
Definitely. Where do I climb up from here?
Bloody rags will be all that's left of you, Kenway!
Well, no.
I'm having a little bit of difficulty climbing up this wall. Kenway! Well, I'm sure that if I climb a little bit more to the left, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Kenway, are you listening to me? Yes, I'm listening to you, Jonathan. I'm just having a little difficulty with this wall.
This is my
Perhaps I
favorite
can get
part,
advantage
is that you
point.
can synchronize while you're up here.
You're not looking at him!
I'm just gonna...
Just looking right at you.
Kenway! Wow,
Gotta find him.
this is quite a beautiful island. Goodbye, Ken. Goodbye, Vane.
What majesty.
Anyway, Vane,
Nancy boy!
back to you.
Only done half the fucking job.
Allow me to punch you a couple of times, Vane.
Is this my reward for believing the best about man?
Is this my reward
Thinking that a
for
bilge
believing
rat
the
like
best
you
about
can
man?
muster up some fucking sense once in a while.
You're some kind of a bilge rat, aren't you, sir?
Maybe Horner goes
Kenway!
Maybe the world does need men.
Kenway, I am going
Stop the
to
likes of
murder
you
you.
from
Yeah,
mucking it all
I've
up.
heard that term before.
Or maybe
Edward Kenway,
you
the
just
most
don't
polite
have the
gentleman.
stones to live with no regret.
Don't save me a spot in hell, Shanka. I ain't coming soon.
Can I save you one anyway?
I'll save you the best spot in hell.
I missed 2 treasure chests.
Only the finest for a man such as you. I love you, Kenway. Please let me kill you so we can live in hell together.
Alright.
Nah.
Vane is done. We've seen the last of Vane.
I think I'll rate this mission 1 out of 5 stars.
1 star.
1
I
star.
Has there ever been another, like, void moment where it's just you slapping a dude around?
Oh, this is my favorite part of the game because it's just like,
Fishing schooner single-handed.
rather than actually do the things that lead up to getting my ship back and everything, we just completely gloss over it with like 3 lines of dialogue.
2 months with your ship before he came limping back to Nassau. Took the pardon straight away.
I had to, lads. That Rogers was onto me from the first. Hold your tongue, Rackham.
Remember those 2 months?
Kenway!
Still chasing
I've
me
come
with
back as a ghost to yell at you some more!
Oh, Vane's not dead. We didn't kill him.
Put your ambition to bed.
Oh, sure.
He just
Find the
walked
safe
away.
with us.
Yeah.
I've no stomach for you.
I
and
died
your
on the
nonsense.
island, Kenway. I starved to death.
An easy life.
No one honest has an easy life, Edward. And it's aching for one that causes the most pain.
TT hypothesizes maybe it was planned to be DLC.
All right, Rackham.
Maybe.
Maybe it was
Back to
cut.
the
Maybe it
tavern.
was just, how do we do this? I don't know.
Probably,
Skip it.
yeah. We're back on our island now with a lot of money, so I guess we can finish upgrading.
Yeehaw.
Can buy that brothel that we mentioned last time.
A good
Perfect.
captain, he takes care of his men, yes? The sailors are un peu dissatisfied that there are no women of comfort here. I know just where to find them, but we need to build them a home.
Yeah, sure. renovate this shack into a much nicer shack.
Thank you.
A
Thank you.
place we can keep all of our school supplies.
Yep.
Man, they can hire everyone for free.
Now I should be able to upgrade the manor at this point too, I think. I think there's one more upgrade. Again, I have no idea what they actually do other than being a money sink.
I has to do something, right?
I don't think so. I think it just makes the yard look pretty.
Right, like, but it did the same thing in 2 and Brotherhood, but like it turned into more money.
Yeah, it did do that. I
Still missing
don't
a little
think it does anything though. Yeah, I mean it cleans up the yard and gives us a little tower on top, and oh, there's one more.
I add to make it perfect.
Or no, that's the tower. Oh, now we can buy the guest house for 40,000 reals.
Oh, jeez.
Super good. Hey, Kinway, who you bringing over for fucking lunch?
This is a picture of someone. There's a few new pictures unlocked in here since I've collected a few things, but not much.
All right. I mean, I'm looking at, trying to see, and it looks like the manor upgrades are just cosmetic. There's an achievement for the guest house, I guess.
Okay. One gets you that 6 gamer score.
Yep.
Dope.
Yeah, the other upgrades on the island actually have a bonus to them, if kind of useless, but not the manor.
I don't know.
Game.
Can you climb up to the tower? Is there anything in it?
I don't think there is. It didn't look like there was anything up there. There might be like a treasure chest, but I've already got 100% of all the treasure chests on the island, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't be necessary for completion. Okay.
Whoa.
They're all very excited.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got a couple
Good pirate
missions.
ship.
Yeah. HMS Dragon. I think that's my big ship. That's like my level 60 man of war.
Jesus.
It's the good one. I also got ourselves... Oh, I built another pistol holster, so we've got all 4 pistols now.
Excellent.
I also went and got Captain Drake's outfit. That belonged to Sir Francis Drake.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
I love it.
So we'll swap out to that. These are also Drake's pistols that I've got equipped right now.
Cool.
Another outfit without a hood.
Very armored.
I like it a lot.
Uh,
I
the
wonder if that's the...
I'm pretty sure there is one weird thing about the armor in that I think in cutscenes it becomes pretty clear, like when he lifts his arms up or something like that, that you can see like there's clipping underneath the arms where you could just see right through his model.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's this armor. It might be a different one, but
So for this part of the game, testers, we just kind of replaced Edward Kinway's like arms with arm lookalikes. I hope you enjoy it.
we've also got quite a few of the upgrades. Hull armor is almost maxed out. Broadside cannon's almost maxed out.
Jeez.
So our ship's looking pretty good. I do need to get some of the plans before I can finish upgrading, like my swivel guns and my mortar. But that's not what we're here for.
No.
We gotta go with something else.
It's time.
What are the other ones that we actually have unlocked right now? The diamond sails. I'm pretty sure we used the diamond sails already.
The mattress sales? I don't think we did.
I thought we did, because we were going for something really taggy.
I thought we went with like the trash bag death sales or whatever.
Well, we have those right now.
Okay.
We'll buy some new ones. There's some more. The gilded sails are pretty good, but I need to complete all the naval contracts for that.
People coming from 12 miles away.
Oh man, can't get the elite sails.
We get the leather sails.
No, these are the trash bag sails that we did. Okay.
Ooh, those are.
We haven't used these ones
horrible.
yet, so we'll get those. We'll get the trash bag sails. What else do we have here?
Imagine the smell when they get rained on.
Oh, God, I want hot leather sails.
Bronze wheel. Queen Anne's figurehead. I guess we could get this in honor of Blackbeard.
That's the cool gargoyle.
Thatch died so that we may have the dopest figurehead.
I guess we still... Oh, we got the ivory wheel. The silver wheel. And the gilded wheel. The ivory wheel.
It's time.
All right.
Fancy.
Ultimate set of cannons acquired.
I see the blow dart, and I always think it's like a periscope.
All right. So we've almost got our cannons maxed out.
Captain has the helm.
We're in pretty good shape, actually. I suspect we could probably take 2 out of the 2 out of the 4 legendary ships at this point.
There's one. That's hard, no matter what.
More sail! All sail!
Okay. The 2 northern ones are the harder ones for some reason.
Well, one's 2 ships. One is just lots of things coming at you, doing lots of damage.
Yeah. Gotta go back to Kingston.
And one is very fast.
Well, let's go to Kingston.
Kofi?
SOS, I hear them calling.
I have not done much grinding in Kingston yet. So there's still lots of stuff here to collect.
Ah,
I've
got a treasure map.
I've mostly been focused on getting the that's not Kingston. God, what are my coordinates? I've mostly been focused on getting the forts unlocked, which I have done now. So the 623 and 172.
That's where all that money came from. Okay.
Okay, so this is the treasure map.
There's a bay. There's some wreckage.
Yeah.
And there's 3 boxes.
You ever think a treasure map like that gets ruined if like somebody just comes along and just takes a crate or something? You entirely lose for something like that.
I'll bathe in your blood for...
Okay.
Getting a little overzealous there, buddy.
I'm with you.
I'll bathe in your blood. Okay.
I like how we got 2 crew members from saving that one man.
I mean, him and his buddy.
Yeah. And this
goes back to the bar.
And this is Brandon. You wanted to be a pirate for so long.
Oh, well,
Yep,
there's the
there's
manuscript.
Pirate Brandon.
Stop! After him!
Oh,
Largeman.
I was...
Listen, Sarah, you gotta watch out for those largemen.
I do.
Very big.
Dodging their attacks is kind of finicky.
With enough of them mixed in, it kind of makes fights annoying sometimes.
Yeah. It does. Same with the captains, because you have to block them and to break their guard.
Yep.
Or you could just shoot them. That also works.
I hate fighting captains.
We got the Introductio Geographica.
Introductio Geographica. Dios mío.
Just your standard basic introduction to geography.
This looks familiar. So to get the level the highest level upgrades for our ship, we have to find some of them through treasure. Some of them are also in the swimming sections
Oh.
underwater. Now we have the Blackwood wheel.
So the most powerful ship was split up across the ocean in every direction.
It would be kind of sick if, like, to get the most powerful cannons, you had to find the legendary ship that has them and take them from it.
That would be cool.
Back in, like, AD&D, like, the levels of druids, there were only a certain number of them allowed in the world. To level up as a druid, you had to find the one above you and take his spot.
That's dope.
I think monks may have had the same thing at higher levels. I can't recall.
Well, guys, in the D&D game, if you want to level up again, you gotta find the next person above you, so...
Yeah, Big J will achieve epic tier by dethroning Chrysicola and becoming a dragon.
Anyway,
who's this guy?
It's time for this guy.
This Barjon works for the Royal African Company. Tell him what you told me.
I haven't seen the princess for 8 weeks or more, meaning she may soon be back.
What else?
I thought this buck belonged to the other men who was asking about the princess this morning. So I told him that...
What other men?
Haughty sailor in plain rags, and a gent with a scar just here.
Where have they got to?
Staying just round the corner, they said.
This guy looks like his face is kind of stretched over his skeleton real hard.
I grow tired of chasing these fantasies of yours, Edward. As does the crew.
Hang in there, man. We're getting close.
So it seems Hornigold and Rogers are also here.
Ooh. Coming to my city, do ya?
Be careful sneaking through the where people are chopping with machetes.
That's good.
I need the danger to feel alive. Bye.
That's my optional objective.
Sabotage alarm bells, kill brutes.
Well, I guess I should probably do this.
Keep him in sight!
You don't actually have to be stealthy in this.
Interloper, raise the alarm!
The alarm's had it.
It is.
Cut off his retreat.
These guys have a bad habit of attacking at like weird intervals, so you don't. I mean, most of the time when you block, it registers as a block, but every now and then it just doesn't go.
It's to prove that Edward is fallible. Which would be a horrible mechanic. Sometimes the buttons don't work right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you for buying our game. We don't want you to play it at random moments.
One of the things that gave me trouble with Morrowind to start with was the, to hit chance.
Alarm! Rouse yourselves, you dullards!
Hey, wake up!
As he turns around, I come up running up and kick that guy unconscious. He's okay with it.
Stop it, madman! Pound them to meal! And another! Oh! Grind them to
And another one.
And
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Kill the brute. Oh, there's another one over here.
Yay! Oh, come here. Oh no, come here.
I know you heard my whistle. Come here.
It's pretty harsh that the guys are just like a little bit larger than the rest are brutes.
Yeah, they're not really that much bigger. They're just a little bit bigger, and they've got bigger coats.
My mum said I was always just kind of big for my age. I don't know. Feel pretty regular size myself.
Just because he's the only one who eats healthy, isn't shrunken by malnourishment.
Nope.
I hope our evil, our enemies are good friends at the very least. I want all of our red-coated friends to be supportive of their larger counterparts as they die a horrible death.
But where are Hornicle and Rogers?
Right there.
You know, I kind of thought one of these guys was already dead. I thought we killed Scarman.
Nope. No, he left for England after we tricked him into thinking we were an assassin at the beginning of the game, and then he came back as governor.
Yeah.
tells me that blood is required for the
Nope. Never mind.
Okay.
How do you mean, sir?
If one wishes to use the observatory to
I would hate to live in this world where conversations just stop
then one would require a drop
suddenly because somebody pops out of a bush.
In other words, a small sample
I mean,
of blood gives us
would you
access to a
would
man's
you be carrying on with your conversation if somebody popped out of a bush at you?
Does Torres
Okay, for example, hey, Spider. So anyway, I was.
Have I, Captain Hornigold, as will all Templars.
Yeah, Wardsy, you were about to tell me about the.
Of insurance.
And trust, I reckon.
As I was saying, like that's
Torres has shipped out samples
so
to Templar
strange.
safe house in Rio de Janeiro. We will not be the observatory's first subjects.
Also the Templars, like as a whole, there must be so many holes in their information from like just people like. I was talking with them and we stopped very suddenly. I don't remember what that was about. Anyway.
They keep just stopping. Really awkward
Violence and
positions.
threats should always be a last resort. In Madagascar, I offered those pirates a choice. Take a pardon and return to England penniless but free men, or be hanged by the neck until dead.
Just as you did in Nassau.
Precisely. A pity Commodore Chamberlain did not live to see my thorough success.
Why?
It's not like you to gloat, Rogers.
We all deserve a moment, don't we?
Hey, in the middle of our conversation, do you want to just stop at this intersection? Sure.
An underwhelming, if accurate description. Am I given to understand you've no sorrow now?
Oh, that wasn't actually part of the conversation.
Yeah, it's just the guy was trying to impress the ladies with his something.
Ladies, how do you feel about this? Box of nondescript goods. It's a texture.
Is my dick in a box?
That shouldn't go in there. Oh man.
It's my nondescript box.
Nondescript in a box.
What's your story?
Just one of those that brand that does the plain gray boxes with the just incredibly generic font. Matter of
With
fact,
product.
saying what's in it. It's just a gray rectangle that just says lowercase dick on it.
Oh no.
Hey, shop here at Gray Rectangle.
My favorite
Yeah,
part
I
about
could not
this
tell.
is that there's just now a restricted area around them because these two guys
We've got-
showed up.
You've got all the spotted dick you need.
Can you take those guys out? Like, if you berserk start them, does that fail you? Because I don't think I've ever tried.
I don't think I've tried either. Well, if you killed one, then the other would probably notice, and then you get caught by the others.
I just gotta hide.
It actually does say it's actually spotted. It actually says spotted dick, but the spotted is like on the top of the box. So when it's in the stores and it's like under boxes, it just says dick.
stand still.
Oh.
Didn't need to kill him, but I did.
Listen, you don't need to kill a lot of people in this game.
It's true.
Edward Kenway, just don't give a damn.
Grandmaster, welcome. Buenas noches.
Edward, don't give a damn, Kenway.
The princess was taken by pirates
Where you
6
been,
weeks
you
ago,
son of a bitch?
And so far as we know, the sage Roberts was still aboard.
That's not all.
Very good.
Now Torres is here as well.
Okay, now I really thought he was dead.
The princess from these pirates. Captain Hornigold has dispatched some of his best men to ensure the sage's capture.
Alright.
Like, for some reason, I just assumed most of Kenway, like, interacting with these people involved them dying afterwards.
I mean, Torres died, but the dude with the fancy hat also had a, like, similar name.
One of my slave galleys
If I
would be
remember
more than
correctly.
capable of making a swift journey.
Slave galley?
Up. Oh, yeah.
I asked you to divest yourself of that
Ooh.
sinking situation.
Clutch.
I failed to see the difference between enslaving some men.
Also, El Tiburon is here as well.
Our aim is to steer
Oh
the
no,
entire
watch
course
out for
of the
flying
war,
axes.
is it not?
A body enslaved inspires the mind to revolt. But enslave a man's mind, and his body will follow on.
Oh.
Naturally.
Whoop.
Didn't know you guys were coming in here.
Is that Dark Souls nope gif when you need it? Oh, you halt.
I don't need to halt. You need to halt.
I would love for an assassin, like, I think Ezio would do it if, like, a guy were just like, halt, and Ezio was like, no, halt!
We've sent 2 of our best men, Burgess and Cochrane.
I imagine in
Volunteers
Watch
with
Dogs
fast
2,
ships and firm hearts.
maybe.
Edward Kenway! Imagine my surprise at seeing your jackdaw anchored there. Have you heard all you came to hear? Will you now rescue the sage from our clutching hands?
A pox on you, traitor! You sold us downriver.
Because I found a better path. The Templars know order, discipline, structure. But you never could fathom these subtleties. Goodbye, old friend. You were a soldier once, when you fought for something real.
This is subtle.
Something beyond
Jesus
yourself.
Christ, Abstergo. Let me just rim light this dude in the bright sunlight while Edward's in the dark, dingy warehouse.
He'll not pass me.
No.
Ooh,
Come on.
big pile of men.
Get out
Whoa.
of here.
Bye. Smoke bombs are fair.
Too many people. Mission accomplished. Very anticlimactic. It really feels like you need to like actually fight all those people, but no, you can literally just run away from them.
Listen, smoke bombs are incredibly strong.
You never bother paying me the little debt he incurred at the old Morris. Soon as that's settled.
Oh. This guy's under attack again.
Sailed with Long Ben himself, I heard tell.
Please stop attacking him.
That is what I think of your orders, Carne.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, that stinks.
So
Man, you gotta be.
you'll notice something about health bars in this game, being that like someone will seem like they've got like a quarter bar of health left, and then they'll just suddenly die. It's a little bit weird. It happens with a lot of the harpoon hunting too.
Captain has
How
a
did
helm.
they do that?
Cause I'm back.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure.
The captain's back
welcome
on
home,
board.
boss.
That's how all the soldiers greet Big Boss every time he comes back from a mission.
He'll take it.
Yeah, boss.
maybe just Ocelot.
It's Vic Boss. I don't know. I think Miller likes Snake well enough. He's just angry about everything else.
I don't need any humpback whales.
There she goes! Humpback!
Oh.
Captain Fresh made for our sup, but a spare
I think-
cast away.
I think the humpback whales get you... I think it was the humpback whales that got me the 4th pistol upgrade, so I did that already. I also got another health upgrade for Edward, or I think I did. I at least started it, because I think that one takes great white sharks.
This whale won't leave you alone. Hey Edward, where you going, bud?
Going to another part of the world, actually.
Well, that sounds nice. Can I come? Can I fit on your boat?
You wouldn't think so, but after you do the harpoon hunting, they lift it right out of the water and they hang it there, right next to your ship. So, yeah, actually.
Oh, cool. Oh, boy. I'm going to go grab my hat and chips. I want a whale-sized bag of chips. So many chips.
There's our garbage bag sales.
Yeah.
Nice and brown.
Yeah, they look less bad on the actual ship than they did in the preview.
Yeah.
But still kind of...
They're so dingy.
I mean, there were probably ships that had sails like these back in the day.
Why would they make them out of leather? Would that make them better for, like, more resistant to
No.
ripping, I would guess?
Well, no, because you can clearly see that these are like a bunch of pieces of leather all stitched together.
Yeah.
So they're absolutely not more resilient than canvas. But it was probably cheaper.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Everybody had a cow. Back in those days, cows, dime a dozen.
Yep.
Doing a... Yeah, I'm looking into it and like...
What's our course, Captain?
Seems like, you know, actual instances of leather sails are mostly kind of like, you know, people who didn't have much in the way of fabric making.
I don't think they ever would have put leather sails on a ship of this size, though.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, hey, whoa.
That wasn't right.
Hey,
Real nose down.
The Flying Dutchman emerging from the ocean as we reach our destination. So, welcome to Africa.
Oh,
It looks a lot like the Caribbean.
Welcome to Africa.
I'm just gonna hit this guy.
She... Oh God, they weren't even... Just the splash just caught those other ones in the blast and they just disintegrated.
This is also the first time that we're fighting a third faction in the game. These are Portuguese sailors.
Oh, neat.
It's the only other time, well, one of the only other times that we fight the Portuguese. Like I said, the French, not in this game. For some reason.
Even though they operated around this time.
Yeah. They had some pretty significant French colonies.
You think that that's because we spent so much dealing with, like, you know, the French in the last one?
Maybe? Well, no, there is a reason for it. We'll be seeing more French soldiers later. That cargo is stuck between the two ships.
Just squish it.
But yeah, the Portuguese guys have got their own color scheme as well. They wear like blue jackets with like a red trim on them. They all have unique... Well, it's the same kind of soldiers, but they all have their own unique colors to them.
I like this guy. He's got a cowboy hat.
Like a half plate too.
Yeah, all the different captains in each faction have different hats.
When I select captains, I make sure to pick a specific hat that everybody's gonna wear.
Listen, we got to stand out in this age of sail. Our captains gonna dress like vaqueros.
Yeah. Otherwise, these guys do look very similar to the Spanish troops, but just different. Yeah.
They're all Iberians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their ships also have a unique color scheme. They're green.
Ooh. Green.
We now have the materials required to make the ship stronger, sir.
Ease off the wind! Haul in all sail!
But yeah, this is the African coast. It'll become more obvious once we reach the shore, but you can see like there's definitely different buildings and stuff here.
Stats out! Let's get moving!
Close down! Man your sheets!
But anyway, now, so Blackbeard died, but now we've got to find the observatory, so we're here to locate the sage, Roberts.
Alright, I forgot at that like meeting upstairs they were like, drop everything, find the observatory.
Yep. Yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot of dwelling on Blackbeard. Again, it would really feel like we're entering into like the last third, like the third act of this game, but we're really not.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. It kind of it feels like, it should be this and then kind of a heading off to the observatory, and that should be like, the focus of as we get to the finale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I said, the game's pacing is definitely strange. Feels off. It feels like the game has like 4 acts, basically.
Well, I do like that there is a bit of a different, like, I don't know if they're color grading everything or just a different set of textures, but it looks a little bit different.
Everything does feel like it's tinted like a little bit more orange.
But that could also be a time of day thing.
That was their fault.
Yeah, you can't do your huddle around the gunpowder barrel.
I can and will.
So we got to find Rogers. Might be able to find him if we check things out at this camp.
Captain Kenway.
Oh, there he is.
Yet another dire situation, Roberts. We really must stop meeting like this.
Stop tailing me and your wish had come true.
There's no need for this. You know I'm as good as my word.
Our Captain Howell was killed today in a Portuguese ambush. Headstrong fool. I warned him not to go ashore.
It was orchestrated by the Templars Burgess and Cockram. The same sort that took you to Havana.
Ah. I see now there is no escaping the Templars' attention, is there?
Huh.
I suppose it is time to fight back.
Is it part of his sageness that he's got one permanently dilated pupil?
Yep.
But these men, Burgess and Cockram, they cannot be allowed to leave with word of my escape.
Never ever gonna stop being that face.
Count on it.
If you spot any men from my crew, do them some kindness and send them here.
I'll do all I can.
So now we're best friends with Rogers. Or Roberts, I should say, not Rogers.
Tragically similar names, those two.
I bet.
He was so jolly.
I disappeared. Where did I go?
Where did he come from? Let's see.
Didn't see that coming, did you? Uh oh.
On time.
Yeah, the brutes will throw grenades into like bushes if they suspect.
He suspected the wrong bush.
Yep.
As I can tell.
Nope. I'm coming.
They're having a lot of difficulty getting up that little cliff there. There we go. Oh. I wasn't in combat mode, so instead of countering him, I just whistled at him.
Hey, you.
Oh, this guy blew himself up.
Oh.
That's where he went. I wondered where he he disappeared to. So I have a lot of memories of playing this mission when I was LPing this game, because I remember this mission sucking for some reason. I think it's the optional objectives that are the difficult part, because you have to.
Doing.
Oh yeah, you gotta free pirates.
Yeah, I think I skipped that.
Nope.
Oh.
Well, failed that.
That man spun in a circle to dodge a bullet.
He sure did. The other good way to deal with captains is to use them as a human shield.
Nobody can avoid being a human shield.
Wait, I want to pick up that gun. Where'd it go?
It's gone for good.
Oh, alright. I couldn't save these guys, but I'll take their ammo.
Please, just use it to shoot bad guys.
No.
Oh.
I don't know what that guy was looking at, but...
A shark in the water. Bye.
That's just, it's a wonderful view.
It's a pretty nice place.
Edward was doing it while someone was trying to kill him. This world is filled with beautiful vistas.
Just never mind the fact that these guys are all here for slaves.
Listen, there's been so much slavery in this game already. I'm just trying to avoid the trying to enjoy the graphics.
Espera aí, irmão. Só uma palavrinha.
I love the guards in this game. There should be... Yeah, that guy's right there. So I don't want to go that way.
Oh.
Well, I saved those guys. 50% ain't bad. I don't know if there's any more that I can save. I think it might just be the two groups.
Does he step like directly on their like spleen or something? Like
I don't know. Whatever it is, it hurts a lot.
Yeah.
So we're here to kill Burgess and Cockram, who are two characters that were introduced in a cutscene like a while back. The only thing that I know these guys for, I don't even know who they were in real life, if anyone. But I know in this game they're the ones who the one guy called us, or called some of the other pirates a like forecastle-headed fuddler or something like that. And that's their claim to fame. Wow, Edward, you really couldn't have done that any better.
There are worse things called. There are worse, like, I don't know, like insults. Insults had
Yeah.
a solid.
They ain't afraid to go hard with some of these characters, but
So this is the reason why I hated this mission, is because this part down here is just filled with people. And Burgess and Cockram are just like wandering around. And so you need to... Oh, of
I
course.
think this is the part where I use a bunch of smoke bombs. Just jump into the middle of a big group, smoke
Okay.
bomb, kill everybody.
Yeah.
Really good. Bye!
Whoa! I've never seen that kill
Lariated
animation
them.
before.
not sure exactly what happened, but it just looked like you lariated him to death.
I think I did. But I did it over a ledge, so he just went flying.
I would tell my kids about this, but I'm gone forever.
Take only what you can carry, maggots. We're not waiting on no one.
Oh, there they are. If I get up high enough, then they can't see me.
Like the birds.
Oh, come
Emulate the birds.
on, Edward.
Can you get him?
No. Too late.
Oh, wait.
No,
On
I
the
think
cliff.
they're too far apart.
Oh, so close.
Damn.
Yep. You have enough.
Oh, God. Why, Edward? And this is timed, too. They go around and they recruit a bunch of people, and if you don't kill them before they finish, or yeah, if you don't kill them before they finish this loop, then you'll just lose the mission and have to restart from a checkpoint. Which isn't that bad, admittedly. No, and they saw me.
Bye.
Alright, we'll do things the old-fashioned way. Well, there's Burgess.
Wow.
And there's Cochran. Done.
You done us good, Kenway. Proved yourself a true bravo.
Oh my
For
god.
what? His own bloody pride.
You stepped in the path of my prize.
3 people in
Not
the
a thing a man
void.
should do.
Yep.
It's happened before. But not like this.
Cocksure, Cully. Just like Hornigold said.
That Templar scab means nothing to me. None of you do.
And you're worse for it, Kenway. It were the Templars who took us in when all else went to shit. Not our king. Not our country.
Who are you again?
The Templars. The Templars
Funny
is
Dudley
our family.
Fuddler.
Where's yours?
His family's on his boat.
Yeah, it feels weird to hear that kind of talk from these guys, considering they're like literal who's.
There are thin commons, low wages and hard labor. Yet, as gentlemen of fortune, we enjoy plenty and satisfaction, pleasure and ease, liberty and power. So what man with a sensible mind would choose the former life, when the only hazard we pirates run is a sour look from those without strength or splendor? Ha! Now, I have been among you 6 weeks, and in that time, I have adopted your outlook as my own, and with so fierce a conviction that it may frighten you to see your passions reflected from me in so stark a light. But if it's a captain you see in me now, aye then, I'll be your bloody captain.
Who's this guy?
For I have
This
dipped
is
my
Roberts.
hand in muddied waters, and
Oh,
withdrawing
shit.
them, find 'tis better to be a commander than a common man.
You fat
He's
and
ready to become the Dread Pirate
Still
Roberts, I
looking for the
guess.
observatory. Folks say you're the only man that can find it. Folks are correct.
Despite my distaste for your eagerness, I see in you a touch of untested genius. I'm Bartholomew Roberts.
Edward.
I've no secrets to share with you now. But if you'll lend me your aid, in 2 months' time west of the Leeward Islands, it's there you'll get some answers, I promise you.
So we finally learned the full identity of Roberts. He is Bartholomew Roberts, also known as the pirate Black Bart.
Black Bart. What a rousing speech you've given.
He was known for it. He was the main pirate, or one of the first pirates who actually introduced a pirate code, like a written code among his crew.
Oh man, he's Welsh in real life. I cannot pronounce the name of the place he was born. He had 470 vessels, according to Wikipedia. Damn.
He was one of the most successful pirates in history, yeah. He was up there.
Funny that. With scurvy,
Oh.
the fix is more pleasant than the cause. When you catch a dose from a horn, must treat it with quicksilver. You're fonder of getting the disease than you are of curing it. Something biting at you.
All men desire to live by a code or a creed, yes?
We just
Yet
talked
when
about this,
pressed,
Bart.
most defer to their instincts.
Come on, man.
We covered
rather
this.
than
Watching.
the laws that bind them. But what is the appeal of a creed if it does not yoke all men to like behavior?
Might make a man feel like he belongs to something. What's your answer?
Oh, that all men are sheep. That an old wolf like me deserves every ounce of blood he draws. Sail to this location. Bring only those you trust.
Man. Black Bart had some wicked flags.
Yeah.
His first flag was just him holding a hourglass with a skeleton, which, you know, cool, kind of complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one is him standing on two skulls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a boat over here. I already completed everything there is to do on this island.
I got nothing left, man.
Mains out, let's go!
Lay aloft. Do not leave them muzzled.
All right, where are we heading? Way down here. To Black Bart's Gambit. This island is weird because it's inside this little bay, and it looks like you can just sail through there, but there's a sandbar there, so you can't sail through there, so you still have to go all the way through this narrow little passage. It's kind of neat, but it's also just kind of annoying. I guess you could also park there.
Dude, you have a really good voice. You should stop being a pirate.
Every last scrap of duck on the wind.
Huh. Article 3 in Robert's Pirate Code. No person to game at cards or dice for money.
Yep. They outlawed gambling. Because if guys were gambling, there's a good chance that they would start up fights and stuff over money. So they didn't want any of that. Same reason why women were not allowed on ships. It had nothing to do with bad luck. It was because they figured men would fight over the women, so they said, well, no women.
Do it.
No striking one another on board, but every man's quarrels to be ended on shore at sword and pistol.
Mm-hmm.
What if I just don't
Harsh
get off?
but fair.
Yeah, it's
Just
true.
stay on the ship. Can't kill me if I'm on the ship. What do you mean I have to fight Deadeye fucking Hawkins? No way, man.
I guess you're like the... If you were to become grievously injured, you'd get paid out $800.
Yeah.
And for lesser hurts, proportionally.
Yep. Yeah, they paid out insurance basically, so that you could then go back to shore and potentially start, a life as a a normal person, without, since you can't serve on a pirate ship anymore.
That's surprisingly humane.
Yeah. Pirates were cool.
That's so cool.
The things that belong on this list are kind of eclectic. The 11th article, the musicians to have rest on the Sabbath day.
Yep. Oh, and yeah, this is Black Bart's ship, and you can see he's got one of the flags you were talking about.
Ah, the one with where he's holding an hourglass with death.
Yep. This is the Princess. His first ship? Question mark. I know he had several.
Why wouldn't you want several?
In real life, he was second mate on the Princess, and then it was captured by pirates, and then he joined up with the pirates. One of the pirates was also Welsh, or the captain was also Welsh, so they got to
Captain
chat in
Kenway.
Welsh.
Should we use your ship for this next scheme or mine?
I'd first hear the details before deciding.
Oh, it's a small gambit. This fount of information has just told me that a nearby galleon contains the treasure I seek. For his sake, I hope he's right.
I love the fact that Black
thought this
Bart
plan
is
through?
always drinking tea
Indeed.
from a teacup.
Using this man
He's a
will
fancy
acquire a
lad.
Portuguese flag, which will get us as close to our target as possible. It's a very simple idea, if you follow my orders to the letter.
The jackdaw, then.
Excellent.
It is a nice departure from the rest of the pirates,
We're
who
underway,
are all
Roberts.
swilling rum and
So what's your plan?
The flagship of this fleet
everything
is
else.
transporting a valuable treasure in a
He's
large
an incredibly
chest.
fancy person.
Crystal files filled with blood.
I'm pretty sure that was well documented
We're
in
chasing
history,
grams
too.
of blood. Is that all?
I asked you to follow my instructions to the letter, Captain, but I did not give you leave to question why. I want those blood vials intact, and if that does not happen, we part as enemies. Do you understand?
I'll try to, aye.
I like the visual representation you get of the wind.
Yeah.
Come off the wind somewhat.
I also love how whenever you're doing any sort of sailing in like tight quarters, there's always wind in scripted places.
Ease the trim. Reef
I love that when
Here's the
you're
thing for us,
stealth
Captain.
sailors,
You see that ship
you
here?
go, ease off the
You
wind,
need
huh?
its flag.
Yeah.
It's real easy.
You're not yelling, you're just
If I can steal
whispering.
that flag without disturbing
Hey,
so
hey,
much
hey.
as a flea,
Hey, pull back on that
do
right
it.
quick.
So,
By all means,
we were talking earlier about being able to just swim up to other ships, and I just realized you actually do that in this mission.
Huh.
I just assumed it was scripted to be like this, but
They had to know about it.
yeah. But I mean, this is the same way that it works. These guys are speaking Portuguese. I have no idea how accurate the Portuguese is, but it definitely sounds like Portuguese.
Yeah?
It is.
I don't know Portuguese, just Spanish. A couple of languages, but
All I know is that Portuguese and Spanish are really not that similar.
nope. I actually took Spanish like in high school because I was like, I want to also learn other languages like Portuguese, and then I was sadly mistaken.
Nope.
Yeah, I know there are some words that are similar, but like it's traps to
Yeah.
trip you up.
Hello, Green Lemon. We're stealing a Portuguese flag. Nope.
I could never make a game like Assassin's Creed or like Oblivion or something, because these little conversations you have like in between random stuff, I they probably last pretty long that like for a gameplay segment, but I would want to record hours
Yeah.
of this conversation.
I know back when I played Jedi Knight, like the Jedi Outcast, there was a lot of like stormtrooper conversations that you could eavesdrop on, and they were like the best part of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still up here. Oh dear. Okay. Thought I was diving straight into that that crossbar for a second.
It's fine, you'd survive.
I know what would have happened, because that used to happen in old Assassin's Creed games where you would just kind of ragdoll awkwardly and then die.
You got the flag?
Aye, and we're flying it now. This should do nice.
I like this mission because you sail right through a fleet of Portuguese ships.
Distance. Slow and steady.
Aye.
It feels very
Flag
tense.
we stole won't protect us from eyes that pry too long.
Por favor, senhor. Imploro que considere aquilo que está prestes a fazer.
Now é possível.
What's he whinging about?
He's not whinging. He's ecstatic.
Like possible is the same. Possible, possible.
Clue up, shorten sail.
Locate the Nosso Senor. I don't know who that was yawning, but...
Trim to, catch the wind.
I'm real tired of this.
Tired of being captured.
Up ahead!
Yeah.
They're unloading something from that ship.
Could that be our prize?
That guy's not
Perhaps you
carrying
should go
anything.
ashore, Captain Kenway. Find that chest, and if it contains the prize I seek, bring it here. We'll tell this
Davy Jones's heart.
Yeah.
I really hope it is.
Spoilers, this game just turns into Pirates of the Caribbean after this. There are a lot of people here.
O quê? A peste? Por Deus! Como foi isto acontecer? Imagino que terá sido mercadoria infectada. Estarem em paz? Quando? Encontraremos uma forma de organizar uma quarentena para evitar...
Yeah, we were wondering just how accurate the Portuguese was in this part of the game.
Yeah, I would assume they'd be. I assume their French is probably pretty French Canadian. So I don't know.
I know, well, Olivier's definitely like French Canadian, so I don't know what the rest of the French is. We will.
Not good.
Yeah. Hello, gentlemen. That guy's... Oh, he saw the dead bodies. He's coming to investigate.
There, I killed all the soldiers. Listen.
I mean, that certainly makes the things a lot easier.
As you should. You don't want them alive, doing things.
Oh.
Oh, well.
You don't need to keep stealth. Oh, I got shot.
You just need knees and
Very
swords.
quietly shot.
Yeah, there's a guy on a tower up top. So he's quite a distance away. He just shot that guy through a tree.
Wow, this guy's really rattling them off. Master of reloading.
He's doing the active reload from Gears of War.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what I wanted to do. There it is. A tiny
Edward
box
Kenway,
for
Master
us.
of V-Trigger. Empty blood vials.
Guys, slow down. Guys!
Nope. Gotta go fast. It would be really funny if the ship just pulled ahead really fast. Come on, Kidway! Just, it's open!
But on the chest they hauled
Jerks.
ashore was full of empty vials. Where's our Portuguese captain?
He had outlived his usefulness,
Where is he?
sleeping soundly at the bottom of the sea.
How many men must we kill for a simple prize?
As many as drift into our path.
Edward, you just killed like 8 people.
I can't take another life.
Yeah. Open world protagonists, you really just kind of gotta go all Saints Row on their morality, or else it's gonna be
Douse them all.
Oh.
weird.
Like, Edward specifically, I don't think he actually cares. He's just like, this is a waste of time. But, like, the killing part, he's probably not all that worried about.
I seem to have gotten myself into a bit of a pickle.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Shit.
Wedged myself in between 2 other ships.
You just need the wind to blow backwards for you.
I was too enamored by the one frigate that was named Hermione.
Trim to catch the wind.
Look on that, Captain. Men who ran the same gauntlet and lost their way.
We're made of sterner stuff, are they?
Don't
How
lose your
often
way.
have those been a sailor's last words, I wonder?
Clue up, shorten sail.
There are a lot of ships around here to sail through. You know, this makes me think that, like, sailing through, like, major ports back in the day must have just been hell.
Probably.
Yeah, so there was a sailing ship, like down at the
Our treasure must be aboard
at
that
the pier here
Why don't
recently.
you take the ship
You know,
yourself and save us a bit
and they were
of
doing
time?
tours and stuff.
Aye, that's the way I'd play it.
I didn't go, but I'm like thinking on it afterwards. I have no idea how they parked it, where they got
I'll
it,
clear them off first.
considering. Like I don't know how you dock a sailing ship. They don't seem precise enough. You got no reverse. You got how? Is it just tossing lines and muscle?
Yeah.
Either that or they built it there.
Well, I know that was the case. Yeah, in this game, the ships just kind of drift into their parking position.
Yeah.
Estou cansado desta rotina. E também não.
Pay no attention to the man running into the bush.
Okay.
Nada timidez. Eu não mordo. Nada timidez. Eu não mordo.
Okay, good.
Onde diabos te meteu?
Oh, I know what I can do. I can make this guy go berserk. That'll solve some problems. Maybe.
Well,
The weird thing about the brutes is that when they hit people with their axes, most of the time it doesn't seem to kill them.
yeah, I expected that to go a lot more impressively than it did. This guy's a real bottom of the barrel axe murderer.
As one would ever hope to be in their life.
Man, he just punted that guy straight to his death.
Went just as planned. That guy's ringing the bell, but nothing's happening.
This session is full of strange things.
I think, well, because the thing is that it's supposed to like bring reinforcements over to you, but if there's no other guys in the area, then nobody's gonna come. Like it doesn't magically spawn more men.
I wish it did.
That's kind of what I thought it did, but no, it just if there are more dudes, then they come running. If not, well, too bad. I don't have any sleeping darts, do I? No, I don't.
É a tripulação do esquibórdio que está a fazer o tour nesta noite? Ou foste tu ontem? Por Deus, estou a perder a conta aos dias.
What is the dog watch?
Where you watch the dogs.
Gentlemen.
I do like that before immediately going, into combat mode, when you draw your swords, there's a brief period of, what the hell?
Yeah, it's fun. I think one of the optional objectives is to kill the captain by swinging on the rope, but it's really hard to actually trigger those kills.
Every last hand on your command, Captain. Let's hear the roar of this beast.
So now we get to pilot a man of war.
Cool.
Man, I hope it's used enough to be impressive compared to... Okay, yeah.
It also has mortars, and they are more impressive than ours. But yes, it is incredibly impressive. It also has the fully upgraded swivel cannons, so you just hold down Y and it just happens. There's 2 man of wars closing in on us.
It's fine. We're the main character, man of war.
Fire! Let's go expose Pegasus! Awaiting order! Fire!
Take the shots.
Fire! They are free scumable there, Captain!
No mercy for those who stand in our path.
Working on it!
There's a man floating in the air.
Oh no.
Well,
that poor man. He is trapped there.
Captain!
Can you slow down?
Help!
Ghost ride the ship.
Where are the rest of these ships? Oh, there's one right there.
I will say, a big part of me wanted the the what's it called, that what's the wave thing?
The Rogue Wave?
No, the Legend of Zelda game, Wind Waker. I wanted there to be a lot of pirate ships in this game. Our ghost pirate ships. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we have
I wanted, like...
rear-mounted cannons in the Man of War.
Oh boy.
I wish I had those. I wish I had those in my ship.
All in the stunsail! Incoming fire!
I have to become anonymous, which means this guy either needs to leave or I need to kill him.
Drop that fool.
Get myself into position. My mortars don't have as good a range as in this ship as in the Jackdaw. I don't think this guy's coming any closer, so I'm gonna have to go get him. He just keeps taking pot shots at me from there, which isn't doing him any good.
We'll never get closer.
Catching up to you, buddy.
Oh, come on. Splash.
There we go.
Fancy a wee swim, do you?
Is that guy still floating? Yes, he is.
What happened to him?
I'm just amazed that he's still there, because normally, like, the sailors have, like, physics and stuff, and if they fall off the ship, they'll fall into the water. But he just got trapped there.
The real ghost ship inside us all along.
That horrifying. Just imagine Edward's like chest opening up and a big ass ship flying out.
Here's my prize. Ah, the Templars have been busy, I see. Lawrence Prince's blood. Useless now. Woods Rogers, Ben Hornigold, even Torres himself. Small quantities kept for a special purpose.
You must take me to the observatory, Roberts. I need to know what it is.
To what end, eh? Will you sell it from under my nose? Or work with me and use it to bolster our gain?
Whatever improves my lot in life.
How ridiculous. A merry life and a short one, that's my motto. It's all the optimism I can muster. All right, Captain Kenway. You've earned a look.
Yay, we earned a look.
Memory 01. Blackbird's
Wow.
Gambit.
Yep, this is sequence. Ugh. I don't even remember what sequence this is. Like 10?
Something like that.
I could find out. Sequence 9, Muddied Waters.
Gross.
Get the mains free! Crowd on every inch of sail!
Close down, man your ship!
What's next? Murder and Mayhem. I don't remember which mission this is.
Murder and Mayhem.
That is not an Allies ship. That is a Spanish man of war.
You could take him.
Yeah, just hop out.
I'm sure that I could.
What's
Under your
level
1,000
36?
reals. Bah, who needs it?
Yeah, they don't really have that many resources on them.
I thought the Spanish were supposed to be loaded with doubloons.
Yeah, ships don't really have that much money on them in this game. Well, in real life, they didn't really have that much money on them either. The whole idea
Well, they
of
had
like
money on them in the form of goods.
Yeah, exactly.
True. Yeah, I guess the whole point is, you know, you have your cargo, you go, you sell your cargo, you use that to buy new cargo to take to the other place.
Yeah. The only real exceptions to that were like the actual like Spanish treasure ships that were actually holding gold, along with a bunch of other goods as well.
I have to wonder why we made treasure ships. It's full of gold, and there's pirates around.
Well, I think those were a bit earlier in the era.
Sure.
That was like, because actually it was Francis Drake that stole like a bunch of gold from the Spanish when they were like hauling it out from the like South America. Francis Drake stole a lot of it, like one of the biggest pirate hauls in history. But that was like 100 years before any of this happened.
We're moments away from the grandest prize of all.
Which is why we have his armor now. He's super dead.
Yep.
Come on, man. When we take this treasure, we'll be set for life, all of us. 10 times over.
As you wish.
Ahoy, Roberts.
Uh-oh.
We'll cast anchor and meet ashore.
Adewale's not sold.
Captain Kenway. How long for, I wonder?
It's Hornigold.
Burn and flay that turncoat.
Deal with your old friend in haste, Captain, before I regret my favor to you.
Well, Blackbeard's dead. Now it's time to kill Hornigold. Our two best friends from the beginning of the game.
Captain, think carefully about what you mean to do here.
What are you grousing about, Ade? It's Ben Hornigold, come to kill us out there.
Aye, and the traitor needs to die. But what then? Can you say with certainty that you would deserve the observatory more than he and his Templars?
No, I can't, and I don't care to try. But if you've a better idea, by all means, tell me.
Forget working with Roberts. Tell the assassins. Bring them here and let them protect this place.
Aye, I'll bring them here. If they're willing to pay me a good sum for it.
Ed, man, come on, dude.
Adewale is not having it.
We're nearing the devil's backbone.
You mean them crags that look like the backbone of a beast?
Aye. El Espinazo del Diablo, the Spaniards call it.
Spooky.
HMS Protestant Caesar.
Warship incoming, Captain!
I'm gonna have to fight this one.
Just point blank broadside.
Take the shots, sir! We let fly the grapples and board us, sir!
Boy, they really came out.
I'm not even gonna bother boarding that one.
Full sail! She'll take it!
Oh, what are you guys? Schooners? Oh. You guys are in trouble. You're fast, but that ain't gonna save you.
Awaiting your mark, Captain!
I'll never catch. Oh god, so much water fire. Yeah, okay, never mind. Don't need it.
Get on to planks!
Nope. Nope.
Shoot their mines as they're deployed to ready to board on your mark, sir!
Oh. Okay, they were just way too close to their fire barrel there.
Yep.
Ready to fire, sir!
Ready to fire, sir.
You're now wanted by hunters.
That's alright. HMS Royal James. There he is.
There's Hornigold.
The Benjamin.
Getting close.
Ship, not friendly! Bring it, sir! They're King George's, Captain! Ready to spit, sir!
So
Fire!
ridiculously strong.
Incoming fire! Fire! Douse all but mains!
So have you been doing like a lot of grinding for
Not-
this ship, or is this kind of like regular?
I've been holding off on like doing all the upgrades, but I've mostly gotten like a couple of them. But they're, I mean, we've already had our like the strength of our cannon shots is already almost maxed out. The mortars, yeah, those are almost maxed out. They've only got really like a few levels in each.
Coming back.
So I haven't been like grinding
just
a
the-
ton.
The amount of damage you get for each one is like huge.
Yeah, I'm glad they like you get like it always sucks when you get the last upgrades when there's not a lot of use for them, but you get a real cool ship pretty quick.
Few souls in all the dirt he's claiming.
Georgie, I'll relieve it.
I have to see if I can do crafting here. It seems that I can. I haven't done the health
Fantastic.
upgrade yet because I need more sleep darts. Oh, I can increase the effectiveness of my sleep darts. Yeah. Might as well do that. And then I will make some more. I really wish there was a way to craft multiple of anything.
No, that'd be too easy.
I'll go with 5.
God save the king!
You think like a survival, like limited resource game would work for Assassin's Creed?
I don't know if it would work for Assassin's Creed, but I would love a game like that.
You know what I mean? Because like, maybe not specifically for Assassin's like this style of Assassin's Creed, but I like someone like not Edward, someone a little more, I guess, desperate. Like, you know, gathering up materials and stuff for Assassin's tools and like operating in the shadows to, you know, move around, take people out, but very much like these kind of odds where it's like 40-30 dudes or something like that, you will
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to have a game that like mechanically kind of really portrays the main character as desperate, or kind of, you know, like
Yeah.
out the real underdog.
Because that, like, I think the closest I've ever gotten for that was I kind of felt that in sections of Assassin's Creed, but I think the most I felt it ever was like in Far Cry 1, where like when you very first start off before you get all the cool upgrades and stuff, you have little, and the like jungle mechanics and stuff are really, it feels really like gritty, I guess.
I liked it in Far Cry 2 quite a bit. That was the one in Africa.
I never finished Far Cry 2. I liked it, but I got to a point where like I just couldn't clear any more checkpoint bases.
I love how
like,
I love how this guy just walked right past me when I was picking up that Mayan stone, and just he was all right with it.
Oh, just treasure hunting. Oh, you were saying, Pio? Sorry.
you know, there was like yet another little checkpoint thing I had to clear before getting to the next thing, and I was like, ugh. So
Yeah.
many of these, I just couldn't anymore.
The worst part about Far
But,
Cry
like,
2 was the fact that all of the enemies respawned at the checkpoints like constantly.
Yeah. It's I had a real fun time with that game. I just I was done with it before I got to the end.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's I hit that with a lot of games. Like I never finished MGS5 or
I don't know if I ever actually finished Far Cry 2 either.
yeah.
I think I might have just rushed to the end.
Like Sekiro, loved it, had a great time, didn't finish it.
I mean, the end of it is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I just straight up murdered that guy.
Well, I mean, that's not unusual.
No, but I didn't think that would actually kill him if he went to sleep under the water. I thought the game wasn't programmed for that kind of thing to happen, but apparently it was.
Yeah.
I would also love to see an Assassin's Creed game where people treat murder with so much respect. Where they're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Somebody is dead.
I feel like a game that did that would make stealth, or it would really change up the stealth game. To have a game where it's not they find a body, they look around a little bit, and then immediately go back to whatever.
Yeah.
Like imagine, you know, a Metal Gear where they find a body and shit just hits the fan. and they never go back to normal while you're playing.
That would be so good. Like, I think I would like it in Assassin's Creed more, because if it changed like enemy like behaviors for patrolling and stuff, there was like levels of behavior that if you breach this, like it's over. Like, I think I would like it a lot because Assassin's Creed tends to get easy because you can just reset things.
Yeah.
If you just can't reset things, it'd make the sneaking part very hard. So you have to do your stealth work.
Come back, you cod piece. He's in this side. Here, you stinking get.
Did you just call me a cod piece? Hold up! No! Unkill him!
Some weird physics going on with the landscape there. No, that's not right. I remember this mission that I had to play it a few times to get like a clean run where I didn't get caught, but I have no idea what like path I took through this whole section.
Did you take the psychopath?
No, I'm pretty sure I took several paths. Oh man.
Get him! It's a mighty piss poor sailing back there, lads. And if we live out this day, by God, I'm flaying.
Oh, here we go. Now I remember. I remember this. Kenway would just grab onto something. There we go.
I remember there was my piss poor sailing. I remember that.
Kenway, why? There's some treasure chests here.
How many Mayan ruins are actually on islands? What was their nautical tradition? I have no idea.
That's a good question.
I really like Mayan ruins. I think everything looks really cool.
This game's got a really good aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it because the last couple of games we played in the series have been here is fancy city in Europe, or here is outside and here is city.
Yeah.
This has a lot more location variety, I feel. It's not many more, but it's I say a lot. It's like 5.
It definitely feels like the largest in terms of geography.
Yeah.
And some of that is padded out by sailing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this game feels like a world and not like a really big city.
Okay, good. That didn't alert Harnigold.
And I think it makes more sense that a bunch of the different colored guards and enemies or whatever, they're different factions and not just hey, we're the guards from this part of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, one of those handball.
I don't know why it's all the way up here.
They were really aiming for the high score.
They were
hard mode.
Yeah.
I'm proud of both of those jokes.
You could have been
and
a
I didn't know
man
how
who stood for
to
something. But you've a generous heart,
put them in properly.
with nothing but metal to show for all your blunders.
Damn sight better than you, Ben. The heart of a traitor who thinks himself better than his mates.
Aye, and proven true. What have you done since Nassau fell, huh? Nothing but murder and mayhem.
You threw in with the very kind we once hated!
No! These Templars are different. I wish you could see that. But if you continue on your present
chill,
course,
please.
You'll
for like
find
2
you're the
seconds.
only one walking it.
Every fucking sec. Like,
the gallows.
no, you don't understand the Templars.
Every chance.
They're so cool. Just think about it. Look how cool they are.
It may be. But now the world has one less snake in it. And that's enough for me.
Harsh.
And everyone keeps trying to appeal to Edward, but he's like, I don't care. He's very simple, you know.
He has really simple like goals and like desires, but he sticks to them no matter what, which I love.
Yeah, he's very straightforward.
Edward the Templars, no. Edward the Assassins, oh my god.
Okay, but do I get paid for it?
Yes, fine. Fine.
I'm on board.
Ooh, all the raindrops on the water.
Yeah. Nice water in this game.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine being the guy?
We seem to be in a storm.
Oh no. It's right over there.
You're not a lot of maneuvering room.
Loose the bows, all sail!
We're good.
Loose and trim too!
I would hate to be the guy on the Assassin's Creed team who had to like deliver the water for this game.
Oh god.
Like, you probably worked with people to like make it look real cool and nice and everything, but you know, hey Fred, you got to take this over to to the higher ups and see if they approve. Okay.
All right, so I think the next mission is the observatory, but I think we'll check that out next time. For now, I want to see which ship this is. See if I can take it.
It looked like it had a posse.
No, that was just random.
Oh, okay.
Those are just the random populations. Bunch of Spanish ships there.
That's a pirate hunter!
A lot more. I should probably deal with the pirate hunter first, though.
I'm curious. Do you know of any famous pirate hunters as well?
Well, Woodes Rogers was one.
Oh.
I think Hornigold became one. Like the whole thing about him like taking the king's pardon and like basically betraying his friends, that was true. That actually did happen, and I think he did end up like hunting down some old pirate buddies.
Bring them in for a steely kiss!
So the pirate hunters get a kind of black and red and gold paint job.
Yep. They also don't wear uniforms, they're just dudes.
Nice.
Oh.
The death gurgles on some of these guys.
I think I just threw up. I wasn't even dying.
I don't know who is on my team and not. I guess you're not.
Alright, pirate hunters are... Well, I guess they don't quite have it.
If you don't lower your wanted level, you will just continue to gain more of a bounty. You can have up to 3 of them, and I think if you have 3, then they start sending like mana wars and frigates after you. Which I actually just recently found out that to get like the highest level 60 mana wars, that's the only way to do it. They only spawn as pirate hunters.
Get the mains free!
Interesting. So, and you'd want to take those for your fleet?
Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what? I need to repair my ship too. So
wait, no.
I should do
if they do that, that's perfect. They'll be heading straight at you. You just jump out of the ship, swim over to them, and then take it. It's not like they're going to be going anywhere after.
You require my services?
Repair Jackdaw. I should load up on ammunition here too. I wonder if I can increase any of my ammunition. Mortar is done. Heavy shot. I don't have the plan. Could get more fire barrels, but that doesn't really do me any good. Yeah, let's upgrade our rowboat. That'll help.
What does upgrading your rowboat do for you?
It's for the harpooning missions, because all the whales and the sharks that you attack can hit your boat and do damage, and so yeah, it just gives you more.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, it doesn't come up much. You don't. I don't think you ever actually need to do it in game.
I like being attached to things in the boat.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
All right.
Business well concluded.
I can wait.
Okay, bye.
I don't need to disappear, actually.
Give me some speed.
All right. We're down in the difficult region of the game, so there's lots of man-o-wars. Like the Pembroke. And the Hercules.
Welcome to the salty spittoon. How tough are you, Jesus?
So are these guys likely to start shit if you?
No, I think they'll basically despawn. La Dama Negra. Which one is the? Oh, I think this is the armored ship.
Oh God, the Black Lady. Fuck.
It's got 20,000 reals.
Or is this
the La Dama Negra?
I don't know if this is the armored one or if this is just the mortar one. If it's the mortar one, then this is the easy one.
Okay.
Well,
I think this is the mortar ship. Oh no. No, it's the armored one. The mortar one can shoot mortars at you from a really far distance, but it's really easy to dodge them. This one has armor on all its hull sides, so you don't actually damage it when you shoot it.
No damage.
You gotta go around behind it, where it is unarmored.
Rake that shit.
Yeah, I think I got this. Mortars also do damage to it, but not as much.
Yeah, from what little I know about naval combat, that's like trying to empty your broadside. You need to devour the stern of your enemy with a big tactic.
Yeah, because you want your cannonballs to rake across. Ooh, that hurt. You want your cannonballs to rake across the deck of the ship and do as much damage as possible. You can also use your front cannons to stop them and keep them from moving around too much.
Fire! Look, Captain, I won't play fire! On your mark, Captain! Fire! Fire! Goes the gallant
Alright, you're kind of going blow for blow here.
Yeah, it's armored on the front too, so even if you hit it at the front, it doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Oh, I got you now. Oh. A little bit of damage. The storm is also scripted, so you always fight this ship at a storm.
This would be frustrating, like, for all, you know, if every ship you fought had a gimmick, but I think it's cool for some of them too.
It's only 5 of them, so it's nice enough.
Fire! Fire!
Oh wow.
Fire! Douse the royals atop! Race!
Sailed right into that mortar.
Fire!
Oh jeez.
Ouch. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah. Oh no, he's turning the other way. Yeah.
Oh, he missed.
He missed.
I just missed.
These ships all have specific tactics. So like this one, once you hit it in the back, then it kind of turns to you and tries to hit you with broadsides. But then after that, it goes back into like a far position to hit you with mortars, and then that's how you get around behind it again.
Man, I love the lighting effect of when it shoots its mortars.
Yeah.
You know, kind of off in the fog.
Let's find out.
The cinematography in the naval combat is real neat.
Yeah. Come on, get over that wave.
Dang.
I've hit us all sail! She'll take it! All in the stunsail!
You guys are really bad at aiming.
Fire! Ready to box, sir! Douse all but me! Fire! Douse the
Most of the legendary ships are also really fast, which doesn't make any sense.
So the Forma Negra in this game apparently it likes to use mortars to just kind of pepper you down, and then just broadside which is what it's doing right now.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna dodge those mortars. It sucks. If you get hit by the mortars, then yeah, it's just one of your health bars is gone.
Ship ho! Look at the size of hair!
I guess I don't have the health for it just yet.
I think you could do
I
it.
I could definitely do it.
Yeah.
But I had bad luck with the mortars in that one.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. In any event, I think that's a good place to end it for the evening.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, hey.
thank you.
Oh, hey.
Thank you for watching. Now is the mandatory time for plugging. So if you enjoyed this, then I've got several other friends, some of whom are usually here, but Haley Candy Spider was here earlier. Stupid Dice is usually here, but he is indisposed for this week. So, but yeah, Sundays is B Drops with her art stream. Mondays Stupid Dice plays Evil Within 2. Wednesdays now I've switched with Action Shakespeare. She was playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm not sure what she's going to be playing from here on out, because that's wrapped up now. So that's definitely something to watch for. And Candy Spider on Thursdays has been playing Paper Mario. So there's plenty of content to go around. And I'm here on Tuesdays now instead of Wednesdays. So we'll be here.
Alrighty, folks.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks, Joe, and everything's permitted, especially streaming.
Requiescat in pace.
Good night.
Hi.